My name is Susan Kalin. I'm a lifelong resident of Fairlawn, and I have 30 years this year teaching in New Jersey. I have a question for you. My question is, I read in the paper, and perhaps the paper's misinformed, that the private sector generally requires about 28% of its population to contribute to their health benefits and pension. I'm wondering how you came up with the 35%, which is above the private sector?
Well, that was actually the product of a negotiation. As you may know, my original proposal was 30%. In the process of negotiating with the Democrats, they wanted a sliding scale that starts at a much lower end for people at the lower end of the pay scale, 3 or 4% of premium, up to 35% of those people making the most money on the pay scale. So that was one of those compromises that I talked to you about earlier. Remember, too, that this is phased in over 4 years. And so it's 1 quarter each. So if you're ultimately at 35%, your first year you pay about 9, then you scale up to 18, then to 27, then to 35. So it scales in over 4 years. If you're at that pay scale, that puts you at the 35% of premium level. Now remember, we're converting from a percentage of salary system, for the most part across the state, to a percentage of premium system. One of the things that this legislation also requires is that we come up with at least 9 plans to choose from of varying degrees of coverage and varying degrees of cost, so that now you have more choice in the matter as well. The average of everybody is about 20% of premium. If you take it from the bottom of the scale to the top of the scale, the average public worker in New Jersey will pay about 20% of premium when everything is fully phased in 4 years from now. But on the high end, it is 35%, and that was the compromise we came to try to make sure that folks at the bottom end of the scale who make $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 a year were protected from a much bigger hit to their income by having to pay a much larger percentage of premium. So that's why we came up with it. That's how we came up with it.